No, you stick up for Muslim people.
So why are you here? Why are you here tonight?
Terrorists.
Why are you here tonight?
To say our point. Instead of your point coming across as hate towards the other people that care about our country.
I think the police should really actually be moved.
They should go.
I think he was against the
Okay, we're going. I'm the chair of this meeting. I'm going to start the meeting in 1 minute. These people out here are not allowed into the meeting, and I'm asking the police to enforce my decision as the legal chair of this meeting.
Look, the lovely little hall there that attacks
Would you like to come in?
There's no need for that language.
That's blonde hair, horrible. You lot are deluded little twats.
Is that right to be deluded then?
We will stand out here and wait then.
You're not allowed in.
Do you want me to take that info?
Sit down. We'll start the meeting.
We're the young ones. We should have a voice here.
People will always talk about immigration and then make reference to Cliftonville and the problems that are caused. In particular, they say that the well-known problems in Cliftonville West with antisocial behaviour and crime are down to immigrants and poor people. Now that's absolutely not true, and we need to challenge that assumption when people make it, because it's lies and falsities like that that provide a breeding ground for the far right, and if we don't challenge it, no one else will. THANET actually has a history of being targeted by the far right, and I think we should all be very proud that actually we've never really succumbed to it in a way that other areas have. It was here in THANET 13 years ago that the National Front organised a march against asylum seekers, and at the time the Anti-Nazi League fought back and there was violence on Margate Seafront.
The National Front are the Nazi.
We've also had several unsuccessful BNP and English Democrat candidates, and quite recently the National Front was putting leaflets out in Palm Bay, and we were at one point quite worried they'd actually stand a candidate. And of course, there's also been articles in the local paper about the EDL being active. Now, these examples show how the far right has been here in THANET just bubbling underneath the surface. And it's only through constant vigilance and groups like these working hard to make sure that it doesn't actually, they don't actually get a foothold here. By challenging the beliefs and exposing them for what they are, we can stop them. It's not about party politics. It's about a set of beliefs held by the far right that the vast majority of this country actually find abhorrent. And I know that I've got colleagues from across THANET, from different political parties, that would join in actually saying we need to stand against this together. The real story about immigration and all that we hear from the far right is actually economic. It's centred around fears that people have about their future. Worries about jobs and how people are going to support their families are causing many to look around for something or someone to blame. Austerity in this country is not working, and it's areas like THANET that are actually at the forefront of this failure. Because if anyone wants to see the idiocy of the government's spending cuts on welfare reforms, all you need to do is go down to St Paul's Community Centre and see the people that queue up just to eat. In every society there's always going to be problems, and if we're going to get to the root of why there's been a rise in the far right in recent years, then we need to start exposing their lies. We need to be positive about our country and THANET and make sure that we don't get consumed by the tidal wave of hatred that threatens us here. Only by uniting can we take on this threat, and only by actively challenging these views can we stop our district from being consumed by hatred. Unity is strength, and I'm proud to be here tonight with all of you, united by our desire to fight fascism.